fixing the seatbelt thing. The pre-tensioner sometimes gets stuck and she can't get her seatbelt out. So the solution is to hit it with a hammer. I've taught them that. So where are we going today? We're going to our new home in Green Cove Springs.
Yeah, we are. We're actually.
Where we live now.
That's where the mail forwarding service is. So we are technically residents.
Yeah, we figured we should go see it at least once.
Yeah. So the third Saturday of every month they have like a downtown market thing, I guess, where some of the businesses come out.
Is it like a farmer's market too?
I'm hoping. Well, that's what McKenna's crossing her fingers because she was crying that there was no fruit this morning.
Yeah. We got to go to the ravine sometime. They have a ravine.
If it's accessible.
It's not, because it said ravine stairway. I get there, so thinking not accessible, but that's okay. It didn't say ravine wheelchair lift, so I'm guessing.
So, like, this is down to a ravine. So, like Brian said, not accessible part of the park. And it is an old park. This is one of the oldest parks in the Florida park system. It's been here since like 1939. Yeah, probably at this point we should put the GPS.
Yeah, I don't know which way. Yeah,
I think
downtown Green Cove Springs.
All right, we're going to Spring Park in Green Cove Springs. We don't even know if that's like right there. Perhaps I should look that up. Yep. So see, this is right there. Okay, you go first.
I'll go.
Don't always win, she just said.
No, you're always analyzing with McKenna, and then I have.
Yeah, that's how we win. You never want to play games with Jared. Jared was a kid who, like, you think having a twin, like, oh, they always have a playmate. Not Jared, because he would just play games by himself or with his stuffed animals. Because McKenna didn't want to play with him because he was difficult about it.
No, she was difficult.
Well, and he liked it because he could always win against the stuffed
Yeah,
Stuffed animals couldn't play. Sorry.
The stuffed animals never had a chance. We'll put up our handicap placard.
Yeah, because that way you're immune to getting a ticket.
No, but not that Brian's ever looking for pity about
No.
being in a wheelchair, but if it
I'll
can,
take perks though.
there is not anything here that says no parking, and there's no fire hydrant. There's no yellow on the curb. We're not like parking in driveways.
Other cars are parked here, so
But just in case, we're putting this up.
we're good. You guys ready? Let's go to the street thing. Street market. I should have ate more before we came here.
I didn't eat it.
It's never good to go to things like this when you're hungry, because I'm gonna be like, ooh, I want that.
Alex didn't eat anything either.
But it's 12:30 now. It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
Gotta buy
Okay,
food.
let's go to the street
Okay,
fair.
let's go buy
All right, here, we'll take you to the street fair. So yeah, the market we were going to, we thought was more of a farmer's market. It was more of like a little craft show, and it was just like one block. So now we're just checking out the town.
There was no food.
And there was no fruit for McKenna. She would like me to point that out. There was absolutely no fruit. There were ices for Alex. We did not get her an icy because she didn't have anything to eat yet today. She couldn't have an icy on an empty stomach. See, now she changed.
No, Mom, I seriously did.
Earlier, see,
I had cereal. I'm serious.
I know, but when we first got here and said about food, she's like, oh yeah, I didn't eat today.
No, I didn't.
So meanwhile, we found our address of 411 Walnut Street here in Green Cove Springs. All right, we're gonna go check it out.
We had our fun down by the river and looking at the boats and stuff and the nice pool. Now we gotta take care of some business. Business of buying food at the grocery store.
Oh, I thought you were pointing out, like, see the building there? That's the Clay County Courthouse.
Yeah.
And
that
then
too.
back there was, we got to go for our driver's licenses.
Yep, that's where we'll go to get driver's licenses once the whole RV paperwork thing gets taken care of for registration.
Which could be weeks thanks to the Pennsylvania DMV.
All right, should I come in?
Wait, I have something.
Brian goes in, we end up getting more food.
I want to come in, but they don't let me buy any of the good stuff that I want to get.
For the same reason we don't take Jared in.
There happens to be Wendy's over there.
Yeah, no, we're not
We're
eating
not going
at
to
Wendy's.
Well, they're in the grocery store. We have a job. Hey. We have one job to do. Is go fill the water bottles. You need money for that machine, don't you? All right, go.
I'm sorry,
Sold out.
Wait,
Sold out. Sold out of water?
Yeah.
Daddy.
Alright, so remember I was so excited to finally get to the state park here and take a shower. So at the Florida State Park, so we're gonna get to take showers. So we got to the state park in Florida at like 4 o'clock. Go over there, and I try and turn on the sink to wash my hands, and there's no water. I'm like, okay, it's just that sink. Then we try all of them. Then I try the showers. Then we drive over to the other bathhouse and try those showers. There's no water. So I still have not had a shower, and like, what are the chances that there's suddenly no water when I like so desperately want to take a shower?
Why don't you just go down to the lake? Don't you have a lake?
There's alligators in the lake.
Alligators. Right.
Although, I don't know, because they say they're swimming in the lake. I mean, there's slides out there.
They get a little braver as they live here.
Where are we going? Oh, he's excited. Showers. So they got the water turned back on, whatever the problem with the water was. And now we get to take showers. It's so exciting. See, it's when you full-time RV, it's those little things. Hi, Mr. Tree Frog.
We're looking at tree frogs. There's a ton of them, and they're all on the walls outside the bathhouse. And one was even in the shower when I was taking my shower yesterday.
McKenna has a friend who's come to take a shower with her. A little tree frog. Hey, fella. Alex, you're on camera.
What? Hi.
Smile, you're on candid camera. Anybody know that song?
Nope.
Nope.
Don't want to.
We're on the way to St. Augustine. It's a nice East Coast beach in Florida.
Oldest city in the United States, I guess.
Apparently.
I think
At least that's what the internet says.
well, yeah, and if the internet says it,
Must be true.
it's true.
And we found a lighthouse and museum that I'm gonna go to. Because I
Yeah.
like lighthouses.
Not that he can go up in it.
I can't go up in it.
Looks pretty from the ground,
They
though.
look good from the ground. Ooh, get video of the bridge.
Anyone know what body of water it is?
I do.
No,
I read the sign. Saw the sign.
What did
I
the
know.
sign say?
I'm looking it up.
All right, so in about 10 minutes, Alex will let us know what body of water we passed over.
What? No, stop! You're touching my screen.
It's a touchscreen.
No, Daddy just has to tell us. If
No,
It is the St. Johns River.
I knew that.
Same river we were at when we went to Green Cove Springs
it was the same
yesterday,
river. I didn't
2
know
days ago.
Good parking spot, honey.
Yeah, we just got here at the lighthouse. Not probably the most accessible destination, but they have really nice grounds here. We're gonna walk around and check it out, and they have a museum too, so I'm sure I can get in there and look at that. And these guys can go up in the lighthouse. Maybe they have an elevator in there.
I doubt it.
Yeah, probably not.
Along with the lighthouse, if you're interested in going up, you can. This is our Maritime Museum. Heritage Boat Works is out here. They're working on boats by antique method.
It's touch sensitive.
So they have a guided tour at every top of the hour. So we're gonna get down to the lake so we can catch the tour at 12. Three more minutes to the tour.
So that's the workstation, and then this is the keeper's house over here, and that all is part one.
William Farn had been part of the lighthouse keeping service in Charleston, South Carolina. This is the late 1800s, the kind of the Victorian period of time that we're going to see.
This was a really neat tour of the lighthouse in St. Augustine. I'm so glad we came here. We still have a lot more to see
And
there.
I'm going to spend some time at where they're building the boats. They're building the wooden boats in the old techniques.
LAMP stands for Lighthouse Archaeological Maritime Program. And the volunteers work here 3 mornings a week till noon.
So if you want to see them building those boats, you have to be there before noon because it just gets too hot. Right now we're in the lighthouse keeper's house.
Yep.
They have it split off into 2 sections. The one section is restored like it was when it was working.
Yeah, like the living room like that they would have lived in. And it actually housed 2 families and then a single gate lighthouse keeper. So there'd be like 3 sets of people in here. The other neat thing that they do here at the Lighthouse Museum is they, what do they call it? They find
shipwrecks. They find all the ships that kind of sunk right off the coast.
Of which there's, I guess, a couple hundred of all the sandbars. So they dig, and they say it takes about 10 years to find one. So right now they're working on their 3rd shipwreck. But they actually explain to you, and downstairs here in the gatekeeper's house, they show you artifacts that were brought up. There's videos on how they go about finding them.
Yeah, it's really neat, the process that they go through.
Yeah.
They show them diving and clearing off all the sand and debris, bringing up these, basically what looks like a piece of concrete, but there's artifacts inside there and how they restore them.
And then we use a chemical process, a combination of electrolysis and reverse osmosis.
So it's a great learning experience for us and for the kids, and it's interesting too. So
the lighthouse that we're looking at is 1 million bricks. And it was built in the 1860s, 1871, there we go. Finished in 1874.
Yeah.
So now we're going up, checking out the lighthouse.
See up there? Her brother, this little girl, back in whatever year it was, the 1800s, the brother dropped his little sister's cat off the top of the lighthouse in a parachute, and the cat survived, but he didn't tell his sister for 50 years. So imagine the things that Jared will tell Alex and McKenna 50 years from now, right? They've done a really neat job here, so if you're in the St. Augustine, Florida area, you should check it out. Definitely.
all right, we're on our way. We're done at the lighthouse. We got to get back to the RV. Rescue the puppies, but they're fine. I have my temp stick monitor. They've been checking all day. Every 30 minutes it takes the temperature and humidity, and so I can check it. I've been checking it all day. It's nice in there. We have it set at 84 and it's keeping it at 86.
Yeah, we'll go back, we'll take them out. They'll go on a walk. Oh, handicap placard, gotta take that down. Prime parking again, thank you, honey.
Yeah. So with the temperature monitor, the reason we have that, we're not far from the RV. We can get back there in probably 50 minutes or so. So if we see the temperature starts to go up for some reason,
really hot,
we can get back there in time and they'll be fine. You know, the AC is on and everything, but you never know with campground electrical service, or the AC just breaks or something. And this one we have is called Temp Stick. It's not a, you know, we bought it. They didn't give it to us or anything. And there's several other monitors on the market, and any of them I'm sure work pretty well and do function the same way. So if you have pets and you leave them in the RV, you need to have that extra precaution.